Women lead the relationships, but men think that they do. And what I mean by this is depending on the impression that the man gets from the woman will determine his next moves, depending on the pace that she wants to move at, depending on her boundaries, depending on who she is and how she carries herself, a man will respond to that. A lot of times women get stuck in this waiting phase, waiting for a man to make the move, waiting for a man to lead, waiting to be taken on a date, all of these sorts of things. But the truth is that it's all about what the woman will tolerate. Here's an example. Let's say you want him to take you on a date, but he knows he gets more attention and energy from you nagging about that date. He's not going to take you on the date because he has you exactly where he wants you. He has you in this confusion state. He has you a teensy bit destabilized and hoping and waiting. Yes, you may reach a breaking point, but how long is it going to take you to get there? Men recognize that once they keep you in this hopeful state with empty promises and they have you wrapped around their finger, they know that your grip is only getting tighter and tighter. You're only paying more attention to what he does. You're wondering why. You're thinking about him nonstop. All of these things. You need to ground yourself, center yourself, and de-center this man. I have been researching relationships and male psychology for almost 10 years since I was in high school. And there are reasons for that. I did have some chaotic, toxic relationships. It left me wondering, how can the other gender in the human species act this way? And I was just so confused. So I did some research. I understood male psychology for a very long time. I still do, but it didn't click and I didn't get the full picture until I started studying feminine energy, because there's two halves to it. You can't just study male psychology and think that you understand women's psychology just because you're a woman. No, a lot of times we do things that we don't understand why we're doing them. Women have always been rewarded for being the good girl, the nice girl in society, and you are mistaken if you think that woman is going to get what she wants. She's not going to get anything that she really wants. And if she does, it's not going to last very long, because those behaviors and emotions are not sustainable. If a man knows that he can easily get access to you, then the level of his investment is going to be low. So if he knows, okay, I have to give her bare minimum attention, I had to give her a few compliments, and I have her. I have her. Why do you think like you're gonna get more from this man? No, he's gonna get comfortable and he's gonna get bored of you because there's no thrill, there's no chase. It's not even just about the chase. There's nothing for him to work for. What is wired in a man is to be able to work and provide for the family, for the woman, for his ego. So yeah, if a man knows that you will accept the bare minimum investment, then that's what you're going to get. He's either going to walk away because he's that bored, or you're going to become the placeholder, useful woman. And I think that's actually way worse than him walking away from you. Because being a placeholder can waste years of your life. You will be more attached to the hope and empty promises that that man gives you than the actual man. You will lose yourself in the process. You can lose confidence and self-esteem, self-worth. It costs you a lot to be the placeholder. And a lot of women don't even know that they're the placeholder. What you're going to be doing is everything for that man, to please him, to make him feel loved. You're going to mother him, okay? That's the kind of dynamic of those types of relationships. She's mothering him, doing everything that a mother would do for him, and he is building himself up and up and up and up until he attracts his dream woman. That is crazy that men can do this, I know. But what you have to realize is that men are not genius experts. but they do pay attention to patterns, okay? They do pay attention to behavior. They know most of the time what is going on up here in the woman's head 24/7, because women are emotional. We like to respond based on our emotions. We like to get reassurance. And in that, we're giving the man the exact roadmap on how to manipulate us and use our emotions against us. So, as a woman, one of the smartest things that you can do, check out my last video on stoicism. One of the smartest things that you can do when dealing with men, when dealing with anybody, is hold your emotions close. Hold those cards close to you. Yes, there's a time and place for vulnerability, but you need to make sure that the man you're dealing with is not going to weaponize your emotions against you. Never invest more than a man, ever. Not in the dating phase, the courting phase, not in the commitment phase, and not even when you become a wife. Yes, if he wanted to, he would. But there's nuance to this. He has to know that what you desire, you're serious about. You will walk away if you don't get what you want. And you don't have to portray this in an overly emotional way or be a brat about it, throw a tantrum. If he knows you're the type of woman that takes yourself seriously and that will distance herself or go preoccupy herself with other things because he's not investing at the level she wants, then he will start to take you more seriously. Or that'll weed him out for you. And this will save you years of your life. You don't want to be the placeholder. And I think it's very easy to determine if a woman is a placeholder or if she's the dream woman. Another thing is you have to stop expecting a man to treat you better than you treat yourself. Don't expect anybody to treat you better than you treat yourself. If you do not prioritize your health, your hygiene, your relationships, including your friendships, your hobbies to the level that you did whenever he first met you, he's going to see that you have completely changed who you are as a person, because all of those things make up who you are as a person. He's going to see you changed everything just to be with him or just to spend time with him. It's actually going to push him away. It's going to give him the ick. A man can have you as his dream woman or as his potential life mate, and then you go down a level when you start to make him the focal point of your life. You need to invest in yourself more than when you met that man. Now, if there's any men in my comments that want to disregard anything I've said, that's fine. That's fine. There's always an exception, right? But the one thing I think that all men could agree on is a truly divine masculine man wants a woman that is whole within herself. He doesn't want a partial woman and then he makes her whole. No, he wants a woman that is whole on her own, that has a backbone, that can speak up for what she wants, that knows her value. This is the kind of woman that truly masculine men want. This topic is one of my favorite things to discuss: relationships and male psychology. I also want to tie in more of the feminine energy and the women's psychology into this. So make sure you subscribe because this is the first part of a new series. I don't know what the series is going to be called. But anyways, I hope you have a great day and we will talk soon. Bye!